네, 메간 선생님, 오늘은 누가 이야기를 해주죠?
So today we have a clip sent to us from Janelle from the USA.
네, 그러면 자넬 씨가 미국에 살고 있는 자넬 씨가 어떤 이야기를 해줄지, 어떤 취미를 가지고 있다고 이야기해줄지 궁금한데요. 바로 불러볼까요?
Janelle 씨,
나와주세요.
I tend to take on new hobbies every few years. There aren't too many that have stuck with me for my whole life. Art, of course, and soccer. I've always loved soccer. But right now I do taekwondo. I've been doing that for 2 years and I will test for my black belt in December, which is really exciting. I like to collect comic books, both digitally and hard copies. What else do I do? Study languages. This is very applicable to this audience, but I love studying languages as a hobby, which sort of brings me to the well-known phrase, jack of all trades, master of none. I do all these different things and I'm not masterful at any of them, but I do enjoy them. And they're all a little bit nerdy, but I myself am nerdy and so I don't mind. But yeah, I wonder what my next hobby's gonna be. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
아무도 모르죠.
Who knows?
네, 좋아요. 그러면 이 Who knows까지 이어진 이 이야기를 한 줄 한 줄 공부를 해볼까요?
Okay, so the very first sentence we're going to look at is I tend to take on new hobbies every few years. I tend to take on new hobbies every few years.
저는 I tend to take on, 아까 핵심 문장에서 I tend to take on too many tasks라고 하는 문장 공부했잖아요. take on 자체가 맞는 것을 말해요. take on. 물론 take a task 해도 되겠지만 take on 하면은 이제 you take it and it's on you.
It's on you, like the responsibility is now on you to complete or finish the task.
네, 그런 의미를 그대로 살려서 take on a hobby라고 하기도 하는데 물론 더 쉽게 하자면 뭐 start a hobby,
Start a hobby, yeah.
뭐 have a new hobby
Yeah.
많이 있습니다. 그렇지만 take on 좀 새로운 표현이었고 저는 every few years 몇 년에 한 번씩 새로운 취미들을 시작하는 경향이 있어요라는 이야기인데 so every few years means
Maybe every 2 to 5 years, I would say. No more than 5 years.
네,
Yeah.
맞아요. 2년에서 한 5년 정도
Yeah.
몇 년에 한 번씩이고 every year 물론 1년에 한 번이고 every few months, 몇 달에 한 번씩, 몇 주에 한 번씩
Every few weeks.
네, 그리고 few를 또 other로 바꾸게 되면은 every other week
If you say every other week, that means, you know, not next week, but the following week after that.
그렇죠.
So what is it? 격주로?
격주로. Exactly, yes.
I know something in Korean.
You know a lot of Korean, I know. I think everybody knows by now. 그래서 격주로 또는 2주에 한 번씩, once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks.
이런 말인데요. 그래서 every few years 새로운 취미들을 시작하는 경향이 있대요. Alright, let's find out what happens in the next line.
All right, the next one, we have to first take a look at the clip, so let's watch.
There aren't too many that have stuck with me through my whole life. There aren't too many that have stuck with me through my whole life.
That was really fast.
That was really fast, so why don't I just tell you what she said?
Okay.
Okay. There aren't too many that have stuck with me through my whole life.
네, 일단 두 부분이 좀 발음이 어려웠을 것 같아요. 첫 번째는 바로 there aren't 이 부분하고 too many가 연결이 되면서 there are too many처럼도 들릴 수가 있어요.
Yep. There aren't too many.
There are too many.
There aren't too many.
네, 그렇지만 aren't 할 때 약간 강세가 aren't에 있었다라는 것으로 aren't구나 이거를
aren't.
유추할 수가 있죠. 예를 들어 I can do it, I can't do it 이 차이죠. can 이 부분에 강세가 가면은
Right.
못한다라는 이야기.
Right.
네, 그래서 다시 한 번만. There are too many and there aren't too many.
Right. There are too many. There aren't too many.
네,
There are too many. There aren't too many.
차이가 느껴지시나요, 여러분? 그래서 there aren't too many 이 부분도 어려웠고 그 다음에 stuck with me through my whole life 이 부분을 정말 한 단어처럼 빠르게 발음을 했죠.
Stuck with me throughout my whole life.
네,
Stuck with me throughout my whole life.
through my whole life, throughout이라고 해도 되는데 여기서는 through라고 했던 것 같습니다. 그래서 살면서 stuck with me, 저와 함께 붙어 있었던 취미는 그렇게 많지 않아요라는 말인데, so hobbies stuck with her. 그 말은 she kept those hobbies.
She kept those hobbies, right. So if something sticks with you, it means that you have kept it. So there are many things that could stick with you. For example, people can stick with you. It's a little
그렇죠.
bit different. Yeah.
네.
He stuck with me, through this whole situation.
네, 이 상황이 전개가 되는 이 모든 과정 속에서 그는 나와 함께 있어줬다. 뭐 stick with me 이런 형태로도 쓸 수 있고요. Or your story, like for example, you told me a story. 이야기를 메간 선생님이 저한테 해줬는데 그 이야기가 머릿속에 계속 남아있는 거예요. The story stuck with me
It stuck with you.
forever 하면은 계속해서 잊혀지지 않는 거죠.
And a final thing that we often use, stuck with me, is for nicknames.
오,
Yeah.
어떤
So if you had a nickname when you were little, let's say I wore glasses, so they called me glasses. When I was little, when I'm an adult, I can say, yeah, it's my childhood nickname. It just stuck with me.
그러면 지금도 사람들이 그렇게 부른다는
Glasses,
이야기죠.
yeah.
I see. So can I call you glasses?
No, my real nickname that stuck with me that my mom still calls me is Mimi.
Mimi. Why is that?
I don't know. Ever since I was a baby, she's like, Mimi.
All right, I
don't know.
don't really want to call you Mimi
Please
because
don't.
that's a cute name. I'm not going to call you that. 이 문장 다시 들어보겠습니다.
There aren't too many that have stuck with me through my whole life. There aren't too many that have stuck with me through my whole life.
So let's find out some of her hobbies. Art, of course, and soccer. I've always loved soccer.
네,
Art, of course, and soccer. I've always loved soccer.
네. Art, of course, 미술은 물론 포함되고 and soccer, 축구도 좋아했대요. 그러면서 부연 설명으로 I've always loved soccer. 약간 부연 설명을 할 때는 항상 좀 목소리 톤이 낮아지면서 마치 it's almost like two narrators are narrating a book.
Yeah.
네.
We do that when we're trying to make a side comment. I don't know. It has that feeling of like soccer. Oh, I've always loved soccer.
네.
It's like additional information, but it's not so important to the story.
네, 두 사람의 성우가 소설을 같이 읽는 느낌을 상상을 해보시면 약간 이렇게 말하다가 목소리가 바뀌어야겠죠. 그래서 톤을 바꿔서 말하는 경우가 종종 있습니다. 다음 문장 볼까요?
But right now, I do taekwondo. But right now, I do taekwondo.
그런데 지금은 태권도를 하고 있어요. 사실은 실제로 자넬 씨가 태권도를 하고 있기 때문에 이렇게 발음을 한 거고요. 태권도라고 발음을 한 거고.
Yes.
태권도를 하지 않는 영어권 사람들이 태권도를 뭐라고 발음하죠?
Taekwondo.
네.
Taekwondo.
Thai.
So that's why I was like, which one should I say?
네. 사실은 타이크완도보다도 더 심한 발음도 저는 들어봤어요.
Which one?
타이크완도.
Taekwondo.
네, 타이크완도.
Taekwondo
네.
from the south.
네.
Taekwondo.
그래서 타이크완도 정말 다른 나라의 어떤 무술인지도 모르겠는 이름이었는데 이제 실제로 태권도를 하시는 분들은 태권도가 이름인 거 알고
Right.
그리고 그 뭐라고 하죠? 명령어들 차렷, 경례 이런 것도 다 알잖아요.
Yeah,
발차기,
and they know how to
앞차기.
count.
네, they know how to count. 숫자도 셀 수 있고요. 그래서 발음이 이렇게 된 거지. 만약 그냥 일반적으로 태권도를 하지 않는 사람들은 다르게 발음할 거라는 거를 여러분 예상하셔야 됩니다. 다음 문장.
I've been doing that for 2 years. I've been doing that for 2 years.
네, 2년째 하고 있대요. I've been doing that. 지금도 하고 있으니까 이렇게 말을 한 거죠. 그리고 I'm doing it for 2 years도 좀 어색하긴 해요. 지금
Yeah.
예, 하고는 있지만 뭐 이렇게 풀어서 말할 수 있겠죠. I started 2 years ago.
Yep, I started.
And I'm still doing it. 네, 다시 한 번만.
I started 2 years ago and I'm still doing it.
네, 그런데 합쳐서
I've been doing it or I've been doing that for 2 years.
맞습니다. 다음 문장.
And I will test for my black belt in December, which is really exciting. And I will test for my black belt in December, which is really exciting.
그리고 12월에 검은띠 심사를 볼 건데 which is really exciting. 그거 자체가 정말 신난다. 즉 기대가 된다는 말이고요. So she will test for her black belt.
It means she will take her black belt test.
그렇죠. So she will not test anybody else, but she will be tested by
Right, she
someone.
will be tested. She is taking the test
네.
herself. Someone else is giving her the test.
이거를 이제 test for에서 for를 실수로 빼놓고 말을 하면요. I will test my black belt 하면 12월에 제 검은띠를 점검할 거예요.
Yeah.
She will check if it works.
If it works, like, is it strong enough?
네.
Can it carry something?
Is it durable?
Yeah.
탄력 아니면 이 내구성이 있는가? 그 점검하는 게 아니고 she will test for. 아시겠죠? for 굉장히 중요합니다. 목적을 나타내는 말이고요. 그 다음.
I like to collect comic books, both digitally and hard copies.
네.
I like to collect comic books, both digitally and hard copies.
태권도 이야기에서 갑자기 다른 곳으로 넘어갔네요. 그래서 만화책을 모으는 것을 좋아하는데 그냥 정말 책으로만 모으는 것도 아니고 both digitally and hard copies. 전자책으로도 모으고 hard copies로도 모은대요. hard copies는 뭐 물론 종이책을 말하는 거죠. paper books, right?
The physical, paper book that you can hold in your hand.
네.
It's not electronic.
hard copies와 관련해서 또 오해할 수 있는 게 hard cover가 있어요. They're different, right?
Right, they're different. So if you're thinking about a hardcover book, then that means that the book is not, flexible in
네.
that way. But a hard copy just means a physical something you can touch that's not electronic.
그렇죠. 그래서 hard copies를 보시고 그 표지가 두꺼운 양장본 같은 거 이런 거구나 생각하시면 안 되겠습니다. 그냥 hard copies는 손에 쥘 수 있는 것을 말합니다. 종이책이죠. And then
What else do I do? What else do I do?
네, 옆을 보면서 이야기를 하고 있죠. What
Yeah.
else do I do? 내가 또 뭐 하지? 또 뭐가
Yeah.
있을까요? What else do I do? What else am I doing? 사실은 지금 여러분에게 질문하는 것이 아니고 What else do I do? 저 뭐
Right.
하죠? 이게 아니고
She's
그냥,
just thinking.
Yes, she's asking herself.
Right.
And then
Study languages. This is very applicable to this audience. Study languages. This is very applicable to this audience.
네, 언어 공부를 하는 것도 또 취미로 하고 있대요. 그러면서 하는 이야기가 This is very applicable. 실제로 제넬 씨의 비디오에서는 이렇게 발음합니다. applicable 다음에 to this. applicable to this.
Applicable to this.
applicable to this.
Applicable to this.
잘 안 되네요, 저도. applicable to this. to this, to this. 이 르처럼 발음이 되는 부분이 나오는데 applicable to this 이렇게 발음해 줍니다. 이거는 이 시청자들에게, 이 청중에게, 즉 여러분에게 applicable, 해당되는 이란 말이죠.
Especially
applicable.
because you guys are learning English. So.
That's right. And
Yeah.
English is one of the many thousands of languages in the world.
That's right.
영어도 수천 개의 언어들 중에 하나이니까요. 뭐 6천 개 정도가 있다고 하죠.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So many.
there are supposed to be 6,000 languages in
That's
the world.
crazy.
or
Can you
more.
learn them all?
No, nobody has ever learned them all.
I think you could definitely take that task on.
No, maybe 60 before I die, maybe, but
Okay.
not 6,000. All right, let's move on.
But I love studying languages as a hobby. But I love studying languages as a hobby.
네, 그런데 저는 언어를 취미로 공부하는 걸 좋아해요. So she loves studying languages, but not for her job or for professional reasons.
Right, just as a hobby. It's
As a
just something she enjoys doing in her free time.
네, 여러분 저는 이것을 취미로 합니다라고 말할 때 그 취미로에 해당되는 것이 바로 as a hobby. I farm. 저는 농사를 짓습니다. As a hobby. I cook.
I do makeup as a hobby.
As a hobby. I
I-
exercise.
Yeah.
또는
Anything you do, you can do it. I cook as a hobby.
some people work as a hobby.
Oh, well, that would be nice.
That would be nice. Okay, let's work for that goal.
Yeah.
좋아요. 여러 가지 as a hobby 붙여볼 수 있겠고요. And then
Which sort of brings me to the well-known phrase. Which sort of brings me to the well-known phrase.
여기서 which는 앞에 이제 그 방금 전에 나열했던 모든 것들이 which에 해당이 되겠고요. 이 이야기를 하니 그것이 sort of 약간 brings me, 저를 데려가 주네요. 이것으로 to the well-known phrase. 잘 알려진 이 문구로 저를 데려가네요. 즉, 이 이야기를 하다 보니 이 문구가 떠오르네요라는 말이죠. And what is that phrase?
The phrase is Jack of all trades, master of none. Jack of all trades, master of none.
이 굳어진 말이죠. 그냥 정말 속담처럼 하는 말인데 Jack이라는 것은 그냥 사람 이름이고요.
Yeah, a
뭐,
man's name.
예, 흔한 사람 이름으로 많이 하는 게 Jack, 뭐가 있을까요? John.
John,
그다음,
Jane,
네, 여자 같은 경우는 Jill,
Sarah of all trades.
Sarah, 뭐 다양하게 쓸 수 있어요. 그래서
Yeah.
all trades는 무역, 뭐 교역이 trade이기도 하지만 그냥 뭐든지라는 말입니다. 모든 분야를 다 잘하는 사람은 어느 한 가지 딱 잘하는 게 없다. 그러니까 집중을 좀 해야 된다라는 이야기가 이 속담으로 또 표현이 되는 거고요. And then
I do all these different things and I'm not masterful at any of them. I do all these different things and I'm not masterful at any of them.
저는 all these different things, 이 모든 다양한, different는 여기서는 다양한이라는 의미로 쓰였고 And I'm not masterful. masterful 생소하실 수도 있어요.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually we just say I'm not a master at any of them.
그렇죠. 그래서 masterful, beauty, beautiful처럼 형용사 형태죠. 좋은 표현입니다. At any of them. 그 어느 하나 masterful, 마스터 수준까지 못 간 거예요. Okay, and then?
But I do enjoy them. So. But I do enjoy them. So.
그렇지만 즐겨서 하고 있으니까 뭐 하면서 문제는 없다라는 이야기를
Yeah.
하는 거고요. And then the next line.
So the next one, we have to first take a look at the clip. So let's watch.
And they're all a little bit nerdy, but I myself am nerdy, and so I don't mind. And they're all a little bit nerdy, but I myself am nerdy, and so I don't mind.
첫 번째로 나왔던 nerdy는 그렇게 어렵지 않게 들렸는데 그 두 번째가 조금 섞여서 들렸습니다.
Right?
네.
So let me read the whole sentence for you. And they're all a little bit nerdy, but I myself am nerdy, so I don't mind.
일단 nerd가 무엇인지 여러분은 많이 접하셨을 거예요. 딱 하나의 표현으로 떨어지진 않는데 샌님이라고 하기도 하고 공부벌레, like bookworm.
A bookworm.
네.
And also, sometimes it could also have kind of a negative connotation too. It just means that you're very reclusive. You
Yeah.
don't really talk to people much.
That's right.
Yeah, and
you
you
only
just
know
kinda-
one area.
Yeah, only one thing.
네.
And it's usually like people who like certain comic books or like very educational things. It doesn't really apply to
네,
sports.
네. 그래서 누군가를 you're a nerd 이렇게 부르는 것 자체가 칭찬은 아니에요. 본인이 이제 나는 nerd다라고 말하는 건 괜찮지만,
Yeah.
그래서 이 모든 이 취미들이 좀 샌님 같은 취미들이다. 약간 혼자서만 열심히 연마하는 기술들인데, I think I'm kind of nerd, very nerdy actually.
You are. You're a techno geek.
Okay, I'm a geek and a nerd. 그런데 But I myself am nerd. 이 부분 때문에 조금 듣기 어려웠을 거예요. 저 자체가 원래 그렇기 때문에 So I don't mind. 괜찮아요. 라고 하는 부분 여러분 잘 들어보세요.
And they're all a little bit nerdy, but I myself am nerdy, and so I don't mind. And they're all a little bit nerdy, but I myself am nerdy, and so I don't mind.
All right, and the final sentence is, but yeah, it's just, I wonder what my next hobby is going to be. Who knows? But yeah, it's just, I wonder what my next hobby is going to be. Who knows?
네, 아무튼 다음번 취미가 무엇이 될지 궁금하다. I wonder라고 이야기를 했고 Who knows? 뭐 혹시 알아요? 뭐 아니면 또 아무도 모르죠. 그냥 지켜봐야 된다. It remains to be seen.
Yep, we
Yeah.
don't know. We just have to wait and find out.
Yeah, we'll see. 이런 문장으로 마무리가 되었죠. Okay, so that concludes the story by Janelle from the USA. Shall we review it?
Okay, let's take a look at it 2 more times. Let's watch.
I tend to take on new hobbies every few years. There aren't too many that have stuck with me through my whole life. Art, of course, and soccer. I've always loved soccer. But right now I do taekwondo. I've been doing that for 2 years, and I will test for my black belt in December, which is really exciting. I like to collect comic books, both digitally and hard copies. What else do I do? Study languages. This is very applicable to this audience, but I love studying languages as a hobby, which sort of brings me to the well-known phrase, jack of all trades, master of none. I do all these different things, and I'm not masterful at any of them, but I do enjoy them. And they're all a little bit nerdy, but I myself am nerdy, and so I don't mind. But yeah, I wonder what my next hobby's gonna be. Who knows? I tend to take on new hobbies every few years. There aren't too many that have stuck with me through my whole life. Art, of course, and soccer. I've always loved soccer. But right now I do taekwondo. I've been doing that for 2 years, and I will test for my black belt in December, which is really exciting. I like to collect comic books, both digitally and hard copies. What else do I do? Study languages. This is very applicable to this audience, but I love studying languages as a hobby, which sort of brings me to the well-known phrase, jack of all trades, master of none. I do all these different things, and I'm not masterful at any of them, but I do enjoy them. And they're all a little bit nerdy, but I myself am nerdy, and so I don't mind. But yeah, I I wonder what my next hobby is going to be. Who knows?
네, 이야기 잘 들어봤습니다. 이번에는요, 또 재미있는 표현들 배우러 가보겠습니다.
All right, it's time for Streets
Smart!